Rampage with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the fourth figure in the Unique Toys Warlord set, that being Violence. Their take on the Predacon known as Rampage. As you can see, there's no toy in there because I opened it up and I played with him already because I really like this guy. You come around here to the side, you got the image. They're talking about Warlord being over 40 centimeters in height and stuff like that. One down, who's next? Well, obviously the only one left. That's kind of obvious. You see a foot, a hand. Well, I don't know why they put the foot on there because he comes with his hand because he transforms into the arm. So, he's also super flexible. Very important to know. But it says, Violence never spends time in planning, and he has always been an activist. He seeks precision every time he strikes and goes mad when he misses. He barely talks because he thinks it's a waste of his time and energy. Also, he dislikes his teammates' impulsive behavior and personalities. It says his content. Okay, I'm assuming it's supposed to be he's content leaping, or no, his constant. Oh, okay, I got it. His constant. They forgot a letter there, but oh well. His constant leaping causes high pressure on his legs and leg joints, which makes him need frequent maintenance. As you can see, he does come with a couple accessories that we didn't really get before, that being a big gun and just weapons in general for the rest of the guys, which is really cool because that giant cannon right there separates into weapons for all the other figures. So really cool. And then you got his hand. So, but that's about it for the packaging of them. Like I said, having already opened this guy up and played with him, I really like him. So let me show him off and show you how cool he actually is. All right, guys, so here we have Violence open up and out of its packaging. And much like all the other Unique Toys figures, you do get this really nice collector card with it. It has the very thick credit card sort of thickness. You got an image of the character itself with Violence. Come around to the back. You have all of his technical data. Pretty much the standard card that we get. He also does come with his hand. Now, I don't remember which one was his, but now that we have both of the arms for Warlord, you got both of his hands. So whichever one he is, I don't remember, but you do have both of those, and they are identical. So you got those. In addition to that, he does come with a sword, just like all the other ones, except this one's a little bit more different. It's split down the middle, which I really like. It gives it a very unique look, and then it's got a different handle area and things like that. So all the swords are nicely unique to their individual character, which I dig. So there's that. He also does come with the big giant cannon, and this thing is absolutely cool. What Unique Toys decided to do was use all of the guns that they were going to give to the individual members of the team and made it so that they combine into this one big gun, reminiscent of what the G1 figure came with, and it's really excellent. Zoom in so that you can see that a little bit better. As I said, it just is a combination of all the different weapons. So you pull this off like so, and you have one gun. My camera went crazy there for a second. Then you got these, another gun. This side comes off, you got another gun, and then the two different halves, and they don't really peg together, but they're held together by the other ones. So this also extends, so you get that action going, but when you shrink it down, it's more of the smaller gun, not used for the individual mode, which I think is really cool. And then this one is this giant missile pod sort of thing, which looks really cool. Absolutely loving this. So again, combining it, you just kind of put these here. Well, here, let's bring this. You peg that on the side. You bring this together and peg that there on the side, if I can do it. There we go. And like I said, they just hold together just like that. Then do that on this side as well. Peg that together. Then bring this, and then you can see that this has... Oh, actually, I think I put that upside down. Well, did I? No, I put this gun upside down. Oops. All right, so we're going to try that again. Goes around like so. There we are. So you have the two holes here at the top so that you can take this and peg that there and that there. There we go. It's a bit of it's a mess sometimes, at least when I do it, but you know, that's just the way it goes. So you have that, and then you extend that, and that's the big giant gun that'll be used by Warlord. And I absolutely love this. I think this is a great way to not only give all the individual modes separate guns and weapons, but a unique way of making the large one for their not Predaking figure itself. And then we come to Violence himself, and honestly, I've said it every single time that I reviewed one of these not Predacons figures, but each one seems to be improved in terms of quality, and Violence is no exception to that. In addition to that, he's got a much easier transformation. So he already stands out as probably my favorite out of the 4 that we've already gotten. I just really like this guy. As you can see, his likeness is uncanny to Rampage. It is a great mold. There's a lot of ball joints on here, so as a cat, you can get a nice range of motion. The only thing that does kind of suck is that the back legs just swivel. There is no ball joint there, so you can't get a wider pose like you could with some of the other guys. But it's okay. I mean, you can get a wide pose here with the front, and then as a cat, the back legs are more of a power kind of thing anyhow, so I appreciate that design. So it doesn't bug me too much. But you can see that he's got his little gun things up here, which can detach, but I don't know why you would want to. His mouth does open, does close. You can kind of get it looking left and right. You just rotate it, I suppose, in order to get various different looks for him. His tail is posable, but really that's about it for his panther mode, or whatever that, I don't even know what kind of mode this would be. It's a cat, some kind of a cat mode, but it's not really a lion, maybe a tiger, although I don't know. And I like panther. I'm gonna go with a panther, but I dig the guy. Like I said, I think he's probably my favorite of the 4 that we've gotten so far. And as I mentioned, the transformation is pretty simple. First, what you want to do, come around here to these legs. We're just going to split these, pull these all the way out, just like that. Make sure that you give them a full pull so that they actually lock into place. Then these legs just tuck up on the side like so. You got the feet down here for the robot mode. Just fold those out. Then you take this tail and tuck this up and back, just like that. Kind of hides along, well, not really hides, like kind of stores there along the side of them. And again, like, make sure that you get these fully extended, because they kind of lock into place. As you could hear, it locks in, so make sure that you get that. Just bring these arms down like so, fold this out. You got his head in here. Take this, it's kind of hard to do, but get that out like that. Bring this up, down, and then rotate the head just like so. Take these arms. These are a little bit of a pain in the butt to get out, but kind of push these. There we go. Get that like that. Bring that out. Then you rotate these arms at the upper part of the bicep area. Just bring that down. Do that again here. You're gonna rotate that around. Kind of wiggle this to pop this out. Rotate this around, just like so. Put that back down. Make sure that's flush. There we go. Make sure that one's flush too. There we go. Just like that. And straighten everything out. And here you have Violence in his robot mode. And like I said, very easy transformation on this guy. And in the robot mode here, I still think that this is one of the best of the unique toys, not Predacons. For a little bit of a comparison, obviously here's the Violence figure, just straightening him out and standing him up. And here's the other ones, and just kind of straightening these out so you can see what's kind of sort of going on. They all scale very nicely with one another. They're all roughly the deluxe size figures, but as they've progressed, they've gotten better and better. The quality of the plastic, the paint applications, everything is much more improved. I mean, going from this guy, who I still think is a really good figure, despite being the weakest out of them, you can see that instead of the ugly yellow paint that's on his chest here, you have a much nicer gold paint and everything. So the improvements are very evident as each one gets released, and really goes towards the statement that the creator here is really working to make sure that each one is better and better and has a higher degree of quality as they as they go on. For his articulation, the shoulders here are on ball joints, so you get a nice range of motion with those. The elbows here just are on double hinges, but unfortunately no rotation or anything like that. That is a little bit more limited, and it kind of sucks, but you can get it rotated out a little bit with the ball joint here at the shoulder. Just requires a little creativity with how you're posing them and such. The head rotates left and right, and the head is actually pretty nice. I really do like the way that it looks. It rotates here at the waist. You got ball joints here at the hips. You got the rotation here at the upper part of the thigh. Bends at the knee. It's actually on a little bit of a ratchet joint, it almost feels like right here. Yeah, there definitely has a ratchet friction kind of joint in there. And then the foot moves forward and back. So all the articulation is there. You get some really good posing options with them. And like I said, I really think that he's probably my favorite looking out of their not Predacons. Then with the actual gun here, you can take it, and there isn't a real rhyme or reason to who gets what gun. I guess it's personal preference. I guess you can take it and give anyone one of the guns. So just sticking this one in there. There you go. So all of them do have weapons, and I love that. I think it's great. Like I said, I really love how they incorporated all the guns into one to make the vintage-looking weapon. Just a terrific idea. Now, my one minor complaint would be the lion, or not lion, the panther head sticks out a little bit far. You can see that you got that extra black piece that makes it extend out a little bit more. And actually, this does collapse in a little bit more. It kind of tabs in there. Let me see here. You got a little slot right here, and then this comes up and kind of, yeah, well, not too terribly much, but it does stick out fairly far. It's not really bad per se, but it is noticeable when you especially look at it from the side. So really very nice. And like I said, these bits right here can detach. You can have him hold these in his hands as gun weapons as well, but for the most part I just leave them tabbed in there on his actual shoulder bits. So beyond that, I mean, this guy really does look very cool. Like I said, the quality feels very good. This plastic on here feels just about as good as any official toy that I've gotten, and I really do enjoy him. Now going back to his Panther mode, or Cougar, whatever you want to call it, I have no idea. Gonna take this, rotate this around, and tuck his head underneath there. Then bring this up, around, rotate it, and bring that all the way down, and tuck it in just like so. Get that pushed in there very nicely. Then lift this. Again, this is kind of a pain in the butt to really get into, because there's no flap really for it. So you kind of have to wiggle it, or let's see, pull something with a sharp edge. Let's see if this does it. There we go. Just like that. Fold this out and around. Bring it down like so, and then yeah, you want to rotate this around here at the upper part of the bicep area, kind of wiggle that out like that. Do that on this side as well. Get that in there. There we are. Pull that out and around. Bring that down. Rotate right there. Bring this out. You can just straighten these legs out, and like I said, very easy to transform this guy. Just take these legs, pull these out like that, take the tail, pull this out, tuck the little feet down, tuck these down, collapse these in, and then you got a little hole up underneath here that little tab is going to go into, so just wedge that in there. Do that on this side as well, and then bring the two halves together nice and tight, straighten it out, and here you have Violence back in his Panther, Cougar, Cat mode. Now for his arm, really all you do is just tuck this up, and you want to, I guess I could have did the arm first, bring that together. You're going to extend these out. It just gives you a little bit extra flexibility here. Bring these down like so. You can bring these up, tuck these in like that, then angle this all the way down, and they're going to tuck in right here, and then this section here rotates around down like so. Then you got this little nub, which is really tough to get out because it's
a tough joint, and I don't want to, let's see here, wedge that up. There we go. Ah, that's really stiff. Okay, and then you're going to put this on this side, so we're going to use this arm, or this hand. And then just take that. You got this tail thing here. Get this out of the way. And then peg that there. Peg that on the other side. Bring the two halves together, and here you have his arm, and again you just bring these actually lock in on the side here. You can kind of see a little small little notch or nub in there. You just push that in there. There we go. Get that in. Give that a nice little squeeze. Lock that into place. There we go, and just kind of angle this. Keep that all in there. And this is the other arm for him, and you can see that it is going to be a very big arm, and by keeping this out, you actually keep like a double hinged elbow by having the waist as well as down here at the knee. So good level of articulation that's going to happen in this. I'm really looking forward to this figure, really very excited about it, and the final piece is on the way to me, so I can't wait to get that. And if you are interested in seeing pictures of it, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and also on my website at optibottomusreviews.com, and you'll see pictures before the actual review of the combined mode. So to go back, just separate this, set that over to the side, and again just collapse this down, get that tucked up underneath, do that there as well, bring that together, fold out his little tail, bring out his legs, bring these out, fold that down. I mean, like I said, the transformation for him is so much simpler than the other ones. And it's not that the other ones are bad or anything of that nature. It's just, this is just a much easier transformation, and it's almost more enjoyable to actually do. So getting all this stuff straightened out, but getting that lined up, getting him standing nice and straight. There you have Violence back in his animal mode. Bottom line is that Unique Toys really does continue to improve their products over and over again. And Violence here is absolutely a wonderful representation of that philosophy. The animal mode looks really good. It comes together very nicely and wonderfully recreates the look of that character Rampage from Transformers. The transformation is super simple, yet still actually satisfying to do. It all just comes together and works very nicely. And then in the robot mode, the look is just taken even that much further and really knocks home that look of Rampage itself. All of these Unique Toys, not Predacons, have really impressed me. And I know a lot of people are more or less debating on this or the Mastermind Creation one. For me personally, as I've said many times before, this is the version that I really like. And I really like the Unique Toys philosophy on things. Taking basic G1 characters and just putting in modern technology and articulation, and really keeping true to how their vintage look really was. The MMC one is not bad, but for me, I don't like the stylization of it. This works perfectly. So that's why I recommend these guys. And I'm really looking forward to getting their not Razor Claw. So I highly recommend this guy, and if you are interested in picking him up, he is currently available on Big Bad Toy Store. So just click on the link down in the video description, you'll go there and you can add this guy to your collection today. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find out recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/teambotimus, and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. Also, check out my new website at optibotimusreviews.com. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.